Good afternoon, everyone. Think about a time when you felt completely overwhelmed. Maybe you had several assignments due at the same time, responsibilities outside of school, or even just a long list of things that you needed to get done, but not enough time to complete everything. Now imagine feeling that way for weeks or even months at a time. For many college students, this constant feeling of stress becomes their normal routine. College is often described as an exciting time filled with new opportunities, independence, and personal growth. However, it can also come with many challenges. Students are expected to manage classes, exams, assignments, jobs, relationships, finances, and personal responsibilities all at once. When these demands become too much and students don't have enough time or resources to recover, burnout can occur. As a college student myself, I understand how difficult it can be to balance academic responsibilities with everyday life, because student burnout is becoming a growing concern in higher education. I researched this topic to better understand what causes burnout and how it can affect students' ability to continue their education. Today, I will discuss what student burnout is, the major causes of burnout among college students, and how burnout can impact college retention. First, it is important to understand what a student burnout is. Student burnout is a condition caused by long-term academic and personal stress that leads to emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion. According to Maslach and later, burnout is commonly associated with feelings of exhaustion, decreased motivation, and a reduced sense of accomplishment. Burnout is different from simply having a stressful week or feeling tired after completing a difficult assignment. Stress is a normal part of college life, but burnout occurs when stress continues for an extended period without enough time for recovery. Students experiencing burnout may notice several warning signs. These can include feeling constantly tired, losing motivation to complete assignments, having difficulty concentrating, feeling disconnected from school, or feeling their efforts are not making a difference. For example, a student may begin the semester feeling excited and motivated. However, after weeks of studying, attending classes, working, and completing assignments without enough rest, that same student may feel exhausted and lose interest in activities they once enjoyed. Burnout can affect not only a student's academic performance, but also their overall college experience. When students feel overwhelmed for long periods of time, they may begin to doubt themselves and their ability to succeed. Now that we understand what student burnout is, let's look at some of the main causes. One major cause of student burnout is academic pressure. College courses often require students to manage multiple deadlines, exams, projects, and reading assignments at the same time. Unlike high school, college often requires students to be more independent and responsible for organizing their own schedules. Many students also feel pressure to maintain good grades because their academic performance can affect scholarships, future career opportunities, or graduate school plans. This pressure can create additional stress, especially when students feel like they cannot make mistakes. Another significant cause of burnout is financial stress. Many college students worry about paying for tuition, books, housing, transportation, and other expenses. Because of this, many students work while attending school. Balancing employment and academics can be challenging. A student may attend classes during the day, work several hours afterward, and then stay awake late at night completing homework. Over time, the schedule can leave very little time for sleep, relaxation, or personal activities. According to the American College Health Association, college students frequently report concerns related to stress, anxiety, and sleep difficulties. These challenges can make it harder for students to focus, learn effectively, and maintain their overall well-being. Another contributor to burnout is a lack of time for self-care. Students may feel like they have to constantly be productive and may avoid taking breaks because they believe they are falling behind. However, without enough rest, students may become less productive and experience greater levels of stress. Now that we have discussed what causes burnout, we can take a look at how burnout affects college retention. College retention refers to a student's ability to remain enrolled and continue progressing toward completing their degree. Retention is an important topic because colleges want students to successfully continue their education and graduate. Burnout can negatively affect retention because students who feel overwhelmed may struggle academically and emotionally. When students are exhausted, they might have difficulty attending classes, completing assignments, studying effectively, or even just staying motivated. For some students, burnout may lead them to dropping individual classes, taking a break from school, or considering Leaving college completely. When students feel like the demands of college are impossible to manage, continuing their education can become much more difficult. The National Center for Education Statistics tracks college enrollment and completion because staying enrolled is an important step toward earning a degree. While many factors influence whether students remain in college, burnout can be one challenge that affects persistence. It's also really important to recognize that burnout does not affect every student in the same way. Some students may experience temporary stress and recover, while others may experience longer-lasting effects. Factors such as support system, financial situations, academic resources, and personal circumstances can all influence how students experience burnout. In conclusion, student burnout is an important issue that affects many college students. Today, I explained what student burnout is, discussed some of the major causes of burnout, and described how burnout can influence college retention. Burnout is not simply being tired after a busy week. It is the result of ongoing stress that can affect students academically, emotionally, and personally. By understanding student burnout and the challenges that contribute to it, we can better recognize the experiences many colleges students face while working towards their goal. Thank you for listening.